When formulating with rice or tapioca syrups, one of the most important things to understand is dextrose equivalent, or DE. DE tells you how much the starch has been broken down into smaller sugars. A lower DE means the syrup is made of longer carbohydrate chains, while a higher DE means more of those chains have been broken down into sugars like glucose and maltose. So why does it matter? DE directly impacts three key things: sweetness, viscosity, and functionality. At lower DE levels, syrups are thicker, less sweet, and more focused on structure. They're great for binding, controlling texture, and creating that tack-free, shiny finish you see in bars or confections. As DE increases, syrups become thinner, sweeter, and more functional from a moisture standpoint. Higher DE syrups bring humectancy, meaning they interact more with water, helping retain moisture, assist with shelf life extension, or even keep certain components crisp. Rice and tapioca syrups behave very similarly across these DE ranges. The functionality is driven more by the DE itself than the source. Let's break it down a little bit. At the low end, such as DE 27 or 28, you're working with very viscous syrups. These are low in sugar, mostly maltose, and excellent for binding, adding body, and improving mouthfeel. They can also help reduce ice crystal size in frozen applications, giving a smoother, creamier texture. Moving into the mid-range, around DE 40 to 50, you start to see more balance. These syrups still provide structure, but now you're getting moderate sweetness and some humectancy. These syrups are often still maltose heavy, which means they provide chewiness and flexibility and are ideal for baking, beverages, bars, and confections, especially when you need both texture and moisture control. At the higher end, DE 60 and above, you're dealing with much lower viscosity and significantly higher humectancy. These syrups contain more glucose, making them more effective at pulling in moisture, lowering freeze point, and increasing sweetness. They're especially useful for assisting with shelf life extension, soft textures, and applications like soft serve or beverages. At the very high end is DE 95, which behaves differently. These ultra-high DE syrups have very low viscosity, are much sweeter, and can even crystallize on their own. These can function as alternatives to traditional sweeteners like honey or even high fructose corn syrup in certain applications. So how do you choose the right DE? Start with your goal. If you need structure, binding, or low sweetness, go with a lower DE. If you need balance and an ingredient to support both texture and moisture, mid-range DEs are your best option. And if your focus is sweetness or humectancy, higher DE syrups will give you the performance you need. You can also mix and match depending on your formulation needs. Multiple syrups with different DE levels are often used in the same formulation to achieve the right functional balance. It's less about the ingredient source and more about functionality. Once you understand how DE works, you can choose the right syrup with confidence.